See?
Wow.
This is,
That's beautiful.
it's important to note because if these accounts are true, God revealed this to the ISIS people for a reason.
Wow.
And so the idea as a Christian, not just as someone who thinks about suffering in the world, but as a Christian, the idea here isn't to say God's angels are here fully armed and will not harm you because of because they're unable or unwilling, right? It's to say that God is still real and he's watching over his people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what you do to them, God is still in charge.
Yeah.
Other stories that also happened, Jonathan Rumi signed on to Tod Polson's The 21 about the 21 Coptic martyrs. So that's an incredible short movie. People really should watch that. There's a trailer here. And also, we also have there's an interview with the director, Tod Polson.
Wow.
The movie itself is also here. So it was not here before, and they just went through a festival release. And then they said after the festival, they would put it online. So they did.
It looks
And
amazing.
it is really amazing. In fact, I don't see why not watch it. I mean, it's on YouTube. So let's watch.
In 2015, ISIS murdered 21 Christian migrant workers on a beach in Libya. This is the story of the men who died, as told by those who loved them and those who hated them.
Wow.
محبة الله الآب ونعمة الابن الوحيد ربنا وإلهنا ومخلصنا يسوع المسيح شركة وموهبة وعطية الروح القدس تكون مع
Watch this.
جميعكم امضوا بسلام وسلام الله يكون مع جميعكم.
In the early 21st century, ISIS began a reign of terror in attempts to cleanse North Africa of Christians. One of their favorite prey? Egyptian Coptic Christians. In December 2014, ISIS captured 7 Coptic Egyptians as they were making their way home to Egypt.
So I don't want to play the whole thing now, but I don't know if you could hear it, but they were talking about how they capture Coptic Christians in Egypt.
Mm.
And in 2014 they captured a bunch of them. Did you like that shot
Yeah.
of the Christ?
Yes.
Something happens to me when they cut in close to him, like right there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's the spirit right there.
Yes.
You can feel it. Intimacy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the shots are just incredible. You really need to watch it.
It's like that shot. It's like they're saying, and now we're going to watch this movie through his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Or we're going to tell this story through his eyes.
Yep. Yep. If you haven't seen it yet, you really should see it. Obviously, it's on Media Moses. You can get there from Media Moses,
Mm.
and you can go to this website for the company that put it out. Oh my goodness, this shot. I don't want to reveal to you. It's after you see this guy, this shot, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, it's really incredible. Um, and they bring them to the beach,
Mm.
and They forced them to carry heavy sand. They try to get them to betray God, to reject God. And none of them do. And then this shot, which is incredible also, this is showing them all walking in the sand.
Hmm.
I love this shot right coming up here. See?
At times, ISIS saw strange figures walking among the Christians.
Wow. That's
This is,
that's beautiful.
it's important to note because if these accounts are true, God revealed this to the ISIS people for a reason.
Wow.
And so the idea as a Christian, not just as someone who thinks about suffering in the world, but as a Christian, the idea here isn't to say God's angels are here fully armed and will not harm you because of some other, because they're unable or unwilling, right? It's to say that God is still real and he's watching over his people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what you do to them, God is still in charge.
Yeah.
So maybe God is saying, I could stop you anytime I want to because I am in charge. And this is as a witness, a mercy to ISIS
Hmm.
because it reveals to them that God is real and that if he wants to destroy them, he can. But why does he show them this? It's mercy so they might turn from this, even in their terrible wickedness, right? He's given them an opportunity to change
Hmm.
by revealing the truth. So, wow, it's these kinds of situations that have happened in the Christian church for 2 millennia are reasons why the church thrives,
Yeah.
are reasons why the church cannot be defeated, and are reasons why the gates of hell will never prevail against our God's church. Never. I mean, there's no trick that can take us out of his hand. So,
Amen.
um, God is with us and we love him. So, why would we deny him? It's silly. So read that article. The thing about Jonathan Rumi is because like, I track Jonathan Rumi online. So whenever something goes on with him, I know about it. And he signed on as an executive producer, which means he probably helped fund the project. Not that he helped produce it in the sense of creating it, but in the sense of saying, I believe in this project. I'm going to throw you guys some money so you
Yeah.
can finish it. And I'm glad he did. A lot of other great people did too. I believe even Dallas Jenkins threw some money at them.
Aw-
So a lot of different people have seen the incredible value in this work. I don't know if you could recognize some of the animation, by the way. Todd,
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that actually. It looks like, and now I remember what you said. It looks like a very similar style to the Book of Kells.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Cartoon Saloon, Todd Polson worked for them back in the day at Secret of Kells.
Awesome.
And so since then, he left for religious reasons, he cited.
Wow.
And so he wants to continue working on Christian projects like Secret of Kells and like this one, and not like the other ones that Cartoon Saloon was working on more recently. Um, Sadly, and this is true for most of the mainstream Western media, is that they've all turned away from Western values almost simultaneously in the last 5 years. So lockstep corporate stuff. And so people like Tod Polson have had to leave and do their own thing and making projects like this one. I wish they could make a feature of this kind of thing. It doesn't have to be martyrdoms. That's pretty hefty for 2 hours. But like something like that. I mean, the animation was incredible. And I'd like to see more of these kinds of things.
Well, I mean, this is a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a short, and Jonathan Rumi is involved, so that's a good sign that something could come of that, of a feature, perhaps. That would be great.
It would be.